Okay, now we're gonna see something else than the part design. Technically, we are going to do exactly the same, but there's a little bit of a quick version if you want to see that as well. So I'm going to go again like user create new, but this time I'm not going to go to the part design, but instead of that I'm going to the part. Okay, so you may just ask the question, okay, what is the difference? Part design is the traditional way of using sketcher and then extruding it or revolving it, whatever you like. And part is like if you directly create a three-dimensional object, and there are some really simple stuff here. So these on the left one, so you see here. By the way, if you go on top now, because we are in the module part, on top we have the menu which is called part. And here you can find them as primitives because these are primitive objects. This is just a cube or a cylinder or a sphere. So if I choose a cube, see, I mean, I don't need a sketch or something like that. I can immediately create a cube which is 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Of course, you can say, I don't want to have 10 millimeter, I want to have 50, right? So you can change it. So then you have stated a beam. So now let's stick to that beam, right? It's a thick beam, of course. It's not a Bernoulli beam, it's a thick beam. But for some kind of analysis, we can use this kind of a beam. So now I can light this cube, but maybe this is too simple, right? So maybe I want to add something on that. So I can just add another cube, or if you like, I can add a cylinder on top of that, right? So I'm adding a cylinder here. So as you see, I can of course change the outer radius or inner radius. Let's make the inner radius 0 such that I can have a closed one. Okay, so it's a closed circle. So and I'm gonna say okay. So you have two different parts. This is one part, this is another part. They have nothing to do with each other. They are not connected, they are not communicating with each other. What I can do is I can subtract the cylinder from the beam. So this is called a Boolean operation. So again, on the part, if you have a look, there are something like a Boolean operation, like cutting or joining, like merging them together, something like that we can do. So I'm going to choose the Boolean. So we're going to see we can have union, intersection, difference, or section. So for example, union is like if I want to merge them, both of them together, like welding, you can think. And I can also say like find out the intersection of both, so or a difference of them, or you can have a section of them. So I'm gonna try to make an intersection. I think this is a cut, so I can cut from the cube. So this is from, I can cut the tube. So let's see what happens. Yeah, this is what exactly we had. So this is the intersecting part of this beam and the cube. So by the way, if you go back to the model, now it has changed. So if you don't like it, you can try to make an undo, and then you have the same stuff here again. So I can go back. I said, no, I didn't like it. Maybe I wanted to have something else. I want to have like the difference. Let's see what's the difference. Oh, this is even nicer. So difference means like cut. So you can cut from this cube the tube. Okay. So that looks fancy. I'm going to keep that one. So of course I can again rotate by using Alt or Shift and shifting around the object in order to see how it looks like. And I can do these kind of really fancy stuff here. So I can, for example, put another cube. Where's that? So I can put another cube on top of that. So the second cube, I can even say I don't want to have the cube here. I want to have the cube transform somewhere else. So I can use a right mouse click and then say I want to transform this cube. You see, if I say that, now I can use freely and transform the cube. So I can even rotate it if I like, and try to rotate it. See, I can have a really weird shape. So if I say nah, I want to have actually a longer one, let's do something like that. And then I can even try to get both of them and then go to the boolean and then say union, not the intersection. I didn't want to do that, sorry. I'm gonna make a undo and then choose both of them and then use boolean a union. So now we have a fusion, one single part which includes everything. It doesn't look like a technical part, of course. I just wanted to show how it looks like, but nevertheless, this is also a nice quick way of doing. If you just want to make a beam, a couple of cuts, then you don't need to go to the sketcher and then do a sketch and extrude it. You can immediately start by using the primitives in the part.